Alright, in this video we are going to see how to convert this design into the working HTML and CSS. Not only we are just going to convert this design for the desktop version, but also for the mobile and tablet version. For tablet version it would be, now you see we have 3 columns, but for tablet we will have 2 columns, but for mobile screen we will have only 1 column. We will see in this video how to create this, but in case if you are wondering how to get these images to follow along, I'll leave the link of the complete source code which I will be creating right now along with the images, so that you can follow with me. And if you want to learn how to create this type of wireframe using Figma, you have to get into this link, and I'll leave the link in the description to follow along. Now if you see this section, this is a section, this is one part of the whole HTML page. So this I have created with the help of Figma, and now we are going to convert it with the help of HTML and CSS. And if you want a quick result, here we have a tutorial for the WP plugin called WordPress plugin called WP Bakery. So with the help of WP Bakery you can just create, just by dragging and dropping, the complete website. So this is the wireframe and this is the working HTML with the help of WordPress. Fine, that's all for the introduction. Now let's get started. So I leave the link of the WordPress and the Figma in the description, so that you can, if you wish to learn, you can learn. Now just to give you the overview, we have a container. Inside the container we have 2 headings, and after the 2 heading we have a row. Inside the row we have column. So the column has an image, this column has image, this column has image, this column has image, this column has image, and so on. Let's get started. Container, then we have h3, our gallery, then we have paragraph, let's say of 25, lorem of 35 words. And here is a trick. Now if you see, we have padding on the left and right. There are 2 things that we can do. Either we will place a div, and inside the div we will have the paragraph, so that we can have padding on both the sides, or we will just directly add the paragraph and we will add the padding on both the sides. So I will go with the second option. Now we have a row, inside the row we have a column, inside the column, for the first column we have image. So get into the image tag, image folder, and on the image folder we have some set of images. So first one is 11, I guess. No, not 11. A8, A9, starting from A8 ends on 13. So A8 dot and ends on 13, 11, 12, 13. Now if you see, there is no space. If there is space, I will add another div, let's say box, and inside the box I will have the image. Since we don't have space, there is no need of the extra div box. Fine. Now if you see, on the head tag I just added the font Roboto, and I have added the font awesome icon. Here we don't need this, and I have added the external style sheet. So this is the external style sheet which we are going to design right now. So inside we have container, inside container we have h3, and we have paragraph inside container, and inside container we have row, and inside row we have column, and inside column we have image. So I would recommend you to follow this hierarchy, or else there would be CSS overriding issue. For this particular section there won't be any issue of CSS overriding, but if you are working some with a large PSG, like we have 6 to 10 sections. In that case, if you have used multiple class of same name, there would be the overriding issue. But if you follow this kind of hierarchy, there won't be any kind of overriding issue. Fine. Now we have the margin left and right of 50 pixel, margin top and bottom, let's say 50 pixel, left and right, let's say 50 pixel. So on all sides 50 pixel, and whatever is there inside, I want it to be at the center. So text align center. So let's run this code on the desktop. This is the index, so you can see. Now let's first design the heading and the paragraph. Let me choose the inspect, and let's add the font size of 35 pixel and margin bottom of 15 pixel, and I want the font weight to be 500. Cool. Now let's select this and paste it for the H3, and for the paragraph, as we have already seen, we need a margin top and bottom, let's say 15 pixel, and left and right 150 pixel each. We want even more? No, I don't think. You see, we have some space. That's all right. And we want the color to be changed. Color gray, slightly dark. That's all right. Now just place this. If I refresh, this is how it looks. Now get into the row, and we can have display flex, so that whatever is there inside the row, it will be on the single row with the, because we have added display flex. Now what I need is, that seems all right. And one more thing, this flex wrap. The reason for this is, I'll show you in a minute. Now let's remove the flex wrap for now. I'm commenting this. If I remove flex wrap, let's see what happens. All of them will be in the single. Now let me give the height and width to the column. Let's give the height, let's say 100%, height of 100%, and let's give the width of 33%. So if I give the height of 300 pixel and just paste it for here, and now we want the image to fill the container. So here the container, so just give the height and width for the image, width 100% and the height 100%. Just copy it and paste it for the image. So once you give it 100% height and 100%, it will just obey the height and width of the container. So the container holds the image. So this, so now if you see, we have given the width 33% for the container, but it is not 33%. So what we can do, get into the container and give flex wrap. So what flex wrap does is, it will not force all the columns to be on the single line. I believe the work is done. Let's try to give the height 100%. So this is the actual one. If you want, you can increase. So actually 300 pixel wasn't that right, 100 pixel was right, 100% was right. Now I think we have to increase the width of, sorry, font size of both paragraph as well as the H3. 45 and font size 20 pixel. Top and bottom margin, let's say 20 pixel. Margin top 15 pixel, margin bottom let's say 25 pixel. Cool. Almost what we need, we got it. If you want, you can add the font weight as well, but still it is not close to what we need. Fine. So the text seems to be too much. If you want, you can remove the text. So actually we need 3 lines. The other way is we have to add for top, left and right. Let me make this 200 pixel and cool. Now for the mobile version, we have to, as I said, we are going to design it for the 3 breakpoints. So we are going to target the breakpoint of tablet as well as desktop. You might be wondering why we are targeting desktop. I'll show you in a minute. So let's target the 2 breakpoint, tablet and desktop. So there is a concept called a mobile first. This is introduced by the Bootstrap. So that means whatever we write over here, it should be for the mobile screen, and then we have to write for tablet and then desktop. So as I said, this is going to be for the mobile screen. So let's first design the mobile screen. Click on this, and now if you see, the left and right for the paragraph is too big. Let me make this 20. Let me decrease the font size. Now let's choose this, and for the container, let's decrease to, let me make this to 20. So get it in the container, make this 20. So this is for mobile, but for desktop I want it to be 50. So this particular code is only required because it will just override what is at the top. So this container has 2 property, but it has only 1 property. That means both the property will also be applied to the desktop, but in one condition, it will just override it, or in case if you want to add any extra, it can be added. Now for the paragraph, just copy the whole section and paste it, and for the desktop version we just modified 2, which is margin and font. Fine. Now as I said, for the desktop, the column is going to have the width of 100%, or you can make this 50. for the mobile screen. So 50 looks cool, or let's make this 100 for what we call mobile screen. On tablet we will do 50%. So we have just modified the width. So for desktop it is going to be 33%. Refresh this. So we have completed the what do we call mobile section. So mobile section starts from 0 pixel to 768 pixel, but after 768 pixel to 992 pixel we have for tablet. So that means if it is 800, this is for tablet. For in that case, what should happen is, I want the width to be 50, and let's get this. We have already used here. Just copy this and paste for over here, and I want it to be 50. Let's try to make even smaller. 50 is okay, I believe. Now there is a problem. Let's get the column, and we want the width to be 50%. Actually we have made something different. Yeah, it is working. We just need to make the column 50% for the tablet, and for the desktop, which we have already made 33%. So if you see, for the tablet the font size is very small. You can increase the font size. Just copy this paragraph style to this. We need it to be 17 pixel. Refresh this and cool. Now for the desktop, this is for desktop, this is for mobile, everything on one below the other, and this is for tablet, and this is for desktop. So one column, 2 column and 3 column. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.